Thank you. Very beautiful, as always. Good morning, everyone. All right, well, I think you don't know the way to do things here at Unity of Boulder. This young man was sound asleep on the pew as I walked out. So it's not good etiquette to fall asleep while the talk is taking place. But if you do it before, if you're asleep before and you sleep through the talk, that's okay, we accept that. Is there anybody here from another Unity? Oh, okay, what Unity are you from?
Unity of Church of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, let's see, Raleigh, North Carolina. Jim Rosemergy went to school with me. Were you there when he was there? He's an amazing minister. All right, well, welcome to Unity of Boulder. It's great to have you. Is anybody here for the first time? Keep your hands up if you're here for the first time. We have a fabulous gift for you. Okay. Over here, keep your hand up high or they won't be able to see you. They're bringing it down now. Okay. All right. And if you're here for the first time from Raleigh, keep your hand up. Did you get a gift? It's a bag of marijuana. We just ask you not to smoke it during the talk. Okay, Syntysche is ready to bring forth a very insightful talk, as usual. Look forward to it. This is the kind of stuff you take in, and you can take it into your world and change your world just beautifully. So look forward to this talk coming your way.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Boulder. Got a few things going on here in the building today that I just want to let you know about. I don't know if Jack mentioned it, but following today's service, we are having a potluck over here in Fellowship Hall. The theme is Earth Day, which will be made abundantly clear as you walk into that room. Heather and other volunteers have been decorating it for this all week and having a great time. But if you have a dish that you brought, please take it over to Fellowship Hall. But even if you didn't bring a dish, hang out with us, have a meal. We always have a good time. Check out all the Earth Day exhibits they put together over there. So it'll be a really fun time. And there's even plants you can buy. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So at least come over and check it out and grab a bite. And today we are having a workshop led by Dr. Eva Melanowski. She gave a talk right here on stage 2 weeks ago. She is a transformational psychologist and life coach for emotional trauma and related addictions, and an author of a few books. She's going to be doing a workshop downstairs today from 1 to 4 o'clock. It's $60. You can sign up for it in the bookstore or right at the door of the event. And that is today and today only, so definitely go check that out after you've had some fun and some food over here in Fellowship Hall. All right, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So today is our annual Earth Day celebration where we're going to honor the four corners right now, calling to our ancestors and opening up to the divine in all of us in our sharing with our ancestors, and especially today we're celebrating our Mother Earth. So usually we say prayers for others today, but today we're going to honor Mother Earth, and today our prayers are for her and her sustainability and her ability to keep on going so that we may have life. So I've got the sage here. We're purifying this room, and we're just going to ask you to leave your worries outside these doors and come into this space and allow this a time for you to reflect and to remember the truth of your nature, that you are one with the earth. The earth is us. And so we're going to sustain that in prayer and song today. So Norma's going to lead us in a prayer right now. And we're going to stand up and we're going to all face north.
North, east.
Okay, so we're north and you're going to...
All right, so we all stand to the north. Ahorga. Purify our intentions. Neowin, thank you. To the east. Naiganagwa, Restore to us, heal its mind, body, and all life. Niwen, thank you. To the
South.
Enka, heal its body, mind, and soul. Niwen, thank you.
Thank you.
To the west. In Naganagwa, restore to us truth, honor, and integrity. Ista Ahanja, Yanaha Aranya, Song Quietison, Great Creator. Ho.
You may be seated.
Very often people say to me, but if this little insect disappears, surely it doesn't make any difference, does it matter? And the thing is that everything is interconnected, and that little insect might be the major food source of some other creature, who then might disappear as well. And so it goes on with this interrelationship. We call it biodiversity. I like to call it the web of life, all the strands forming a beautiful pattern. And that pattern is being destroyed. Here are all these problems which we've inflicted on the planet. And it brings me back to the sort of really important question. I've talked a lot about similarities in humans and chimpanzees, but clearly we're different. I mean, look, here we are, and you're listening to my words, and I'm telling you things, you may not want to hear them, but I'm saying them and you understand them. And the biggest difference, I believe, between us and chimpanzees is this explosive development of our intellect. I mean, chimpanzees can do things we thought that was impossible, but we just created a rocket a few years ago, which went all the way up to Mars, the red planet, and out came a little robot. And that little robot is still crawling around years later, taking photographs for scientists on planet Earth to see what it looks like up there. That's extraordinary. When I was a child, it would have been science fiction, but we've done it. So the question is, how is it possible that the most intellectual creature that's ever walked on planet Earth is destroying its only home? We're destroying Mother Earth so fast. Do you think perhaps we've lost wisdom? The wisdom that some indigenous people showed, making a decision based on how will this affect our people generations ahead? Are we too often making decisions based on how will this help me now, or the next shareholders meeting, or my next political campaign? Is there a disconnect between this incredibly clever brain and the human heart, love and compassion? And I truly feel that we can only achieve our true human potential, which is huge, if we have harmony between head and heart. It's not a bit surprising to me that as I was traveling around the world, I met many young people who seemed not to have much hope for the future. And many of them were angry. Some of them were violent. A lot of them were depressed. Most were just apathetic, didn't really seem to care much about anything. And when I asked them why they were feeling like this, they all said more or less the same. You've compromised our future and there's nothing we can do about it. We have compromised your future. When I see small children, I feel so ashamed and angry and desperate when I think how we've harmed the planet since I was that age. But is it true there's nothing that can be done? There are many biologists who will tell you so. But I'm not alone in saying we have a window of time, a window to start changing the direction. But it depends on changing attitudes. And if we could just get a critical mass of us who start to think about the consequences of the little choices we make each day, what we buy, what we wear, what we eat, how was it made, did it harm the environment, did it involve cruelty to animals or people, child slave labor, this kind of thing. And I think most people, even though they've become aware, do nothing because they feel useless and helpless and hopeless. They tell me so. So we just have to get it through to our thick heads that what we do as an individual, certainly in the big scheme of things, doesn't make a difference, but what we do collectively as billions of human beings making the right ethical choices, that's going to move us in the right direction. If our young people lose hope, we may as well give up. Let's learn to live in peace and harmony, first of all with each other, between religions and cultures. Gosh, we have a long way to go, don't we? But also between us and Mother Nature. Because if we go on exploiting Mother Nature the way we are now, then all will be in vain. Each and every one of us makes a difference each and every day. And we have a choice. What kind of difference are we going to make?
Today, they say to sing is to pray twice. So we're going to ask you to stand up and we're going to sing some more together. Here we go. We have 3 generations here, my 2 daughters and my mom. So we're the women that are honoring Mother Earth, right? Us women. We understand intuitively how much the love is needed for the healing of this planet. Here we go.
I hear all creation calling me to honor and respect all life. I hear the call, I hear the call.
Beautiful singing. I know Mother Earth could feel that. All right, I'll need Norman just a few minutes. Today I offer an indigenous view of what many Native Americans refer to as Mother Earth. From Black Elk who lived from 1863 to 1950. Black Elk, known amongst his people as Hehaka Sapa, was a famous Wichita Wakag, or medicine man and holy man of the Ogallala Lakota Sioux tribe, which is the Sioux tribe that we take care of at Christmas time in spring and summer. That's where all of our gifts and our jackets and everything go to, is this tribe. It's the closest to us, actually, here in Colorado. In 1931, Black Elk spoke of one of his visions. And he quotes, "Then I was standing on the highest mountain of them all, and round about beneath me was the whole hoop of the world. And while I stood there, I saw more than I can tell, and I understood more than I saw. For I was seeing in a sacred manner the shapes of all things in the Spirit, and the shape of all shapes as they must live together like one being. And I saw that the sacred hoop of my people was one of many hoops that made one circle, wide as daylight and as starlight. And in the center grew one mighty flowering tree to shelter all the children of one mother and one father. And I saw that it was holy." In interpreting Black Elk's vision, the many hoops that made one circle are the many peoples of the earth and all living things. The tree is a key figure in the drama of life on earth. Black Elk speaks to our relationship to each other and to all life that shares this one home. He stood on the mountain and could see that we are all connected, orbiting around each other as Earth orbits the sun. He would also acknowledge that one tree standing together with others in a forest has the collective power to protect and shelter all living things on our planet. So on this Earth Day, 2024, take time to celebrate one of Earth's mightiest things, the tree. It springs from the soil and gives back of itself in many ways, in providing beauty, shade, habitat for countless creatures and the material to build our homes. Its roots find footage in the ground and holds it close to keep it from washing away and cleanse the water we drink. It pulls harmful carbon dioxide from the air and stores it within its own body and even makes oxygen so we all can breathe. From Black Elk's vision, there is the power of one tree. Imagine what an entire forest can do. And I'm going to invite the band back and Norma to chant. Just close your eyes, and we're just going to, when we have these quiet chants, we're going to ask you just to visualize Mother Earth surrounded in the light and the love of all the gratitude we feel for her. The earth is our body. Water is our blood. The air is our breath, and fire is our spirit. Black Elk stood on the mountain and could see that we are all connected, orbiting around each other as the Earth orbits the sun. He would also acknowledge that one tree standing together with others in a forest has the collective power to protect and shelter all living things on our planet. So the collective power, the collective oneness, the inherent oneness that we all are, one of Unity's core principles is the honoring the inherent oneness in all people, regardless of race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or gender identification. But what it's missing is our oneness with the one thing that gives us all life, that gives everything life. We acknowledge everyone as a part of the greater whole, connected in oneness, that when united for a common vision, one like Black Elks have the power to make a real difference, a real change towards the environmental trajectory we've been headed on. We should not be overwhelmed by despair. The solution is to learn how to touch eternity in the present moment. We've been talking about the environment as something different from us, but we are the environment. The non-human elements are our environments, and we are the environment of non-human elements. So we are one with the environment. We are the environment. We are the earth. The earth has the capacity to restore balance. Sometimes many, many species have to disappear in order for the balance to be restored. What does it call on us when we find out that so many species are disappearing every day? And they're a part of us, and we are a part of them. So us connecting with the environment within us builds capacity for the resilience, for the healing within ourselves, and that is consciousness. And that consciousness heals everything that comes in contact with us. There is a strong support for engineered solutions to our ecological problems, like reflecting sun rays, sucking up carbon emissions, or lab-grown meat. Is this the right approach for us to be taking? That may help, but it's not enough now. What we need is a transformation of our consciousness, our idea of happiness, our lifestyle. Most of us in the West are still attached to a high consumption lifestyle. In Asian countries, people are doing very much the same thing. We like to buy new and exciting things. Is there a strong enough alternative lifestyle out there that can convince us to leave this high consumption lifestyle behind? We are all seeking happiness, but we also all have suffering inside of us. We're getting sick. We don't feel at peace with ourselves. There is a big vacuum inside of us. We think that new and exciting things will work, but they do not seem to have an effect. We are consuming more and more, but we do not feel fulfillment. We need love. We need peace. But we do not know how to create love and peace. We know there must be a lifestyle that will create love and joy, but unless we know how to create that kind of life, we'll continue to buy things. Suppose you know how to enjoy walking and in a meditative state. You know how to bring your mind back to your body so that your mind and your body are together. When your mind and body are together, you are truly there. You can recognize that the rain is wonderful, the trees are beautiful, the air is fresh, and you enjoy breathing in and breathing out at the same level of the heartbeat, in and out, and in. Walking with our shoes off on Mother Earth, breathing in. connecting with that vibratory energy of the Mother Earth, of the trees, of the flowers, of the beautiful mountains we saw crisped in snow today with the sun dazzling on it. Could you ever dream of a better heaven that we're supposedly going to on some distant day when we die? Or is it here, enjoying the very heaven in the very midst of us? That's where true joy and happiness and peace resides. If we learn to stop our thinking, then we will be established in the present moments when we're in that walking in and out breath. Becoming aware that there's actually a feeling to the air, that you're walking through vibrations, and it changes as you walk by trees, and it changes when you walk by rivers, and feeling the climate of the cool and the warm and the feelings, and becoming one with the beauty of all the unseen aspects of it, growing the spiritual eyes of the soul that knows when we're living in balance with this beautiful, opulent, giving planet. We are able to see that there are a lot of wonders in our body and in our mind. And when we reach out to the environment, we see that there are so many wonders also. This present moment right here is full of wonders. This topic isn't fun. This topic should be really in our thoughts, not in a fearful place, but a prayerful place. Every day should be Earth Day. Once a year is not going to cut it. So we have to learn how to touch the wonders of the universe. Learn how to appreciate life right here and right now. To be inspired today, to find the happiness in the life that you are in now. And leaving the idea of some distant day that you will finally be happy in. Because everything you're searching for out there is already here within you. That joy, that peace, that health, that beauty. So when we realize that the only way we can really protect ourselves, we have to protect nature and every other species. That insight of interbeing will help you to remove discrimination, fear, anger, and make you feel better in yourself. It's like when you don't feel like you have any energy to give or to serve. You think that you're just so tied up in your depressions and your fears and your lack of jobs or whatever, that to step out and do something wonderful for someone else, for the Humane Society, for the planet, for the city that's bringing these trails together and taking care of it, and volunteering and giving back, or here at Unity in our Unity Garden or in our kitchen, or to be of service takes you out of this incessant thinking about ourselves, our needs, our wants, and the selfish egoic part of us that thinks we can actually seek things outside of ourselves that will actually complete us. In even relationships, nothing ever completes us until we find the love for self, the acceptance of self, the letting go of the shame and the guilt and the fear. Then you're vibrating at a vibration that's rippling, bringing healing to species, because Mother Earth is just kind of looking at us like, don't you realize I'm giving everything? I'm giving all of it. And yet you just keep cutting down the rainforests that are keeping you safe from all this carbon fuels. Don't you realize that everything that you're doing has no consciousness? And we think, oh, well, it's just happening in the rainforests in different countries, so it doesn't apply to us because we don't see it right here. But you've heard about, when people go to space and they look down and they're like, oh, there's no borders between all the countries. Oh, we are all living on the same planet. So what can you do right here? What can you do right now? Maybe if you think you're intelligent enough as a species, then you may be able to use your talent, your technologies, your love, your insight to protect the lives of other species. And even if you are the youngest species on Earth, you can play the role of an elder brother or an elder sister and try to look out for the well-being of other species. This is a very special, beautiful thing to do. And that is what Mother Earth is expecting you to do as a species on Earth. The Homo sapiens protecting life should be a joy. That is a kind of lifestyle that comes from the insight of interbeing. Being raised by a mother with Native American blood in her, we spent our summers at dances down in the Havasu with Native Americans. We've been all over the country, and that's what we did on our vacations, was observe the indigenous way and the quietness of it, the meditative way that they walk through life. They walk slowly, not to ever upset a bug, to never step on one. There's a conscious way they wear moccasins that don't cover the feeling of their feet so they can be in touch with the earth at all times. They're storytellers at night that speak of the wisdom of elders that say of this upcoming possibility of the earth ending. If the human nature is about getting, is about stepping over other people to get better money. Think of the biggest and the richest people right now. Do they really care? Like, are they thinking that someday we're going to get to go on these planets that they are all searching so quickly for because we're destroying our planet? So they're like, well, maybe they probably will make it to these other planets that they've discovered we could possibly live on. And who wants to do that? Really and truly, how scary is that? Trying to find an exit plan for our lack of giving a shit. Someday we can just destroy it. In the Bible it said we have dominion over the animals and the earth and all this. That Christianity stuff is what's created the separation we're living in. Not realizing we are the environment is us. This idea that we have dominion over life, we are in union. We are one. Indigenous never said, oh, the medicine man is more important. The medicine man, he was raised to have these abilities that they were all being taught to have in themselves. There's no hierarchy. There's just a balance. There's a oneness. There's a homeostasis. But there's consciousness at the core of all of it. So, here's a few things we could do right here and right now. And a lot of us, I know, a lot of us don't live in Boulder because a lot of us can't live, afford to live in Boulder, but we're grateful that you drive in to come to service here, I have to be honest. But if you actually live in Boulder and you are so blessed, and you have the ability to ride your bike or carpool or use the buses, it's a great way just to start to give a commitment, at least even once a week, to try to carpool, to try to do less of the emissions. And like Mike and I, we drive our cars, we drive together to work and back, and that's not always the most convenient thing because we tend to have a lot of different things. We try to make that happen. You can volunteer your time here in the Unity Garden to harvest fresh organic vegetables for your own consumption, or to the community garden for fresh vegetables for our Sunday community. So we have organic, yummy food that you're eating in here. In the summertime, we don't really have a greenhouse that makes it all year round, which I would love to have at some point. Today we have an Earth Fair with a lot of information just to educate yourselves about things that are going on in our community that we can do something about. Because the helplessness, when we feel helpless, we ignore it. And then we go into denial. And then we deny that this is even happening. And bringing into awareness that you can do something makes us feel better about it, right? So we have a few things that you get to participate in there today. Did you know that switching all of your bills to e-bills, online invoices, can save millions of trees every single year? It's a simple thing, and I know the old school way, they're so used to looking at the paper and doing it all, and a lot of us people are doing our online banking, but it's harder because it's so much more technical and everything. But the more we can educate ourselves to get paperless, the better, right? Today in the Fellowship Hall, we have what is known as a pledge board in the Fellowship Hall. You can leave a pledge on the board, written out, about the activities and the commitments that you're willing to do this year to apply yourself to being a conduit of God's love through you for Mother Earth. Do you have a recycling plan in place? Did you know that Unity is powered completely by solar and has been for over 25 years? Did you know that we have been composting, recycling? If you see every single faucet, everything is environmentally done. So it's low water, it's low everything. And it creates a lot of work for Mike because you know what? To fix toilets with the low water with this many people using it, it's a sacrifice on his part, trust. The waterless urinals, oh, those are fun. And I thank God that's not my job, but he does it and he's a wonderful human being. Right? Let's do this. Honestly speaking, here, come on out here. You take this, Mike. We were just talking about how well you fix those waterless urinals. Keeping an eye on our faucets and they're leaking, making sure that they're not leaking, planting trees. If you have an ability to plant some trees on the earth, every single one of them are going to make an impact for your children, generations down the road. There's lots of local events that are going on right now for Earth Day, and I would highly suggest some of them that I looked up over the week. Today, well, first of all, I'd like you to come to our event, which is the environmental event. You'll be taken out to our garden. You'll be given tours. Joel will talk to you about the plots that are available if you want to pay for one for the summer and be able to grow your own vegetables and things of that nature. And it's very inexpensive. It's like $70, I think, for the summer. So today, there's something called the Common Ground film screening at 4:30 at E-Town, which, you know, E-Town is our old building. That was our church before they bought it from us 20 or 30 years ago. It's free, and the doors open at 4:30, and it's a screening of the new film Common Ground, which explores the intersection of agriculture, sustainability, and community resilience. The event will take place on Sunday today at 4:30, with the screening commencing at 5. Attendees will have the unique opportunity to hear from local regenerative farmers delving into the transformative potential of regenerative agricultural practices in combating climate change. So these are the ways we can start supporting the people that are making a difference and getting us food that are not going to be filled with GMOs and the things that hurt the planet. There's also the Climate Initiative Community Conversation this week on Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30. I have this, unfortunately, on paper in the lobby that you can take with you if you want to attend these events. It's this Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30. This is the City of Boulder's climate team will host a community conversation at Growing Gardens to discuss nature-based climate solutions. Attendees will have the opportunity to learn about the principles behind nature-based climate solutions, including actions aimed at supporting our ecosystems and communities, and it goes on from there. So there's a couple more activities, but I'm not going to go into them. So when I looked up Earth Day in Boulder, it's like there's events all year round. Earth Day is every day in Boulder, and it's beautiful to see the consciousness that our city really is trying to embrace and to be really a focal point for other cities to start becoming more and more green and sustainable. So now I'm going to invite my band out, and we're going to stand up and sing some more. Here we go. And you're welcome to sit if you want to, too. This is if you want to move and sing with us. We're not forcing you to do anything. If you feel called, do it with us. Okay. We just need a note.
May the message of God spread far and wide. May the message of God spread far and wide. Pour upon us thy love.
guys can all stay out here. We're just going to close the prayer, and we're going to jump to the last number in a second. So I just wanted to close with an earth prayer. I've run a little bit over, and I had a lot more, but I'll continue this a little bit. If I can, 17 pages later. Here we go. I'm passionate about this topic, have you noticed? It's kind of important to me. All right, let's just close our eyes, and let's just share this prayer together. It's called Prayer to Mother Earth. We pray to you, Mother Earth, with gratitude for your holding and sustaining love for the air, water, and soil that feeds us, for the mountains and rivers and oceans that calm our spirits, for loving and supporting all beings in all creation. We pray to you, Mother Earth, with humility. Help us to remember our place in the great web of life. Help us to remember that we are but a part of this great web, and that we must do our part for all life. We pray to you, Mother Earth, for forgiveness, for our ignorance and willful disregard of the damage we have done to you, to the air and the waters and the soil and the life of this beautiful planet. We pray to you, Mother Earth, for fortitude to uphold our part in reversing the damage we have caused, for fortitude to make and sustain a commitment to do our part to heal the planet. Mother Earth, in gratitude and humility, we ask that you hold us and sustain us as we strive to live in connection with you and all life. Amen. We will take an offering for unity now. I'm going to take a sip of water really quick.
The beautiful part about unity is that we're not trying out to find our way into a heaven distant and apart from the life we are living now. We're not doing that. Heaven is in the midst of us, which is where the Master of Life said it is right here and now. Knowing this, we participate in bringing heaven into our experiences in the earth. And this beautiful talk that we have, we take this and we carry it with us into the lives that we live. So we've been freely blessed, and now we have the opportunity to freely give back. So as we think about this, let's bring our tithes into our hands. And those of you that are watching this on the live stream, I inspire you to write a check out now for Unity of Boulder. Don't put it off. Let's do it now. And as we bring this tithe into our hands, into our minds, into our hearts, let's bless it with this offering prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, because I give. And so it is.
All right, if you feel like standing up, you can sing this. There's no movements. This is just a dancing one. Here we go.
Spirit, know me. Spirit, show me. Oh, shallow.
Now I'd like to ask Dr. Eva Malinowski to come on up here real quick. She's going to say a few things about her workshop that she's starting, or that she's leading today at 1 o'clock. Dr. Eva.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful talk, Syntysche. And my workshop today is about creating divine partnerships. And I do believe that for the health of our planet, we have to start with our relationships to ourselves, to God, and to those people that are closest to us. So my workshop today is from 1 to 4, and we will be doing some amazing healing work on ourselves to create those divine partnerships in our own lives. And we'll learn things like, what is the #1 mistake that men make in relationships? I don't know. As well as how to fix it, and what is the most toxic way that we communicate with each other, and how to transform that. So it'll be a really fun, transformative, interactive, relationship-based workshop, and it's good for people who are in a relationship, want to be in one, and also want to develop a relationship with themselves. So I invite you to that this afternoon, 1 to 4. It's $60, and you can sign up in the bookstore. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Eva.
All right, we're going to all rise and circle up around these pews and hold hands and sing Let There Be Peace on Earth, which seems extremely important today. Do you see Gregina? You can come on down here. Remember Gregina, Renee? Yeah. All right, here we go.
I let the Spirit run my